Good day, viewer. So I'm here to continue the kingdom Protista where I stopped in the last class, on my previous class. Said the Protista is the first or existing living organism we have on Earth, and I said they can be grouped into the what? Into two, where we have what? Protophyta and a protozoa. So in this aspect of the biology, our major interest is what? Is protozoa, not protophyte. So the protozoa, they are primitive animal on Earth, or they are first existing what? Animal on what? On Earth. And the protozoa can be classified into the four classes. The first one, I said we have class Sarcodina, which is also known as what? Rhizopoda. And they use what? Pseudopodia for locomotion. And the second class is what? Class Mastigophora. And the Mastigophora, they are also called what? Flagellate. They are flagellum-bearing protozoa. And under Mastigophora, I said we have two subclasses, which is what? We have class Zoomastigena, which is known as what? Zoomastigena. Example of Zoomastigena, we have trypanosome, which is what? The parasite of what? Of sleeping sickness disease, called trypanosomiasis. And the second one is called what? Class Euglenophyta or Phytomastigophora. So they are plants that's bearing flagellum. An example of Euglenophyta or Phytomastigophora are called Euglena viridi. It's like we had discussed that one in my previous class. So the next class of protozoa that we need to treat in this class now is what? Is class Ciliophora or Ciliata. So we have what? Protista. So under Protista now, the class that we need to treat now is what? Ciliophora or Cili what? Ciliata. So if you look at what? Ciliata or Ciliophora, they use cilia for locomotion. The locomotory organ for this class is what? They use what? Cilia for locomotion. What is locomotory organ for Ciliata? They use cilia for locomotion, like in Euglena, flagellate, that they use what? Flagellum for locomotion, like Sarcodina or Rhizopoda, that they use what? Pseudopodia for what? For locomotion. Under Ciliata, the next feature of Ciliata is what? They have a definite what? Definite shape. Due to the what? The presence of what? Of pellicle that surround their what? Their body. So the ciliate also have what? Definite what? Neat shape. Due to what? Presence of what? Pellicle. So any protozoa that have what? Pellicle must have a definite what? Definite shape. And this pellicle is just absent in what? In class Sarcodina. That's why they have what? Irregular what? Irregular shape. The next feature of Ciliata is what? They have complex shape. No, they are complex for what? Protozoa. Or we can also call them what? Advanced what? Protozoa. So the Ciliata or Ciliophora, they are advanced protozoa. What make what? The Ciliata or Ciliophora are advanced protozoa. Number one is what? Due to the what? The presence of what? Two nuclei. They have, due to the presence of what? Two what? Nuclei. That is, they are what? They are binucleate animal. They are by what? New what? nucleate what? Animal. They have two what? Two nucleus. In what? In ciliata. So the second one is what? They also have two contractile vacuole. Two contractile what? Vacuole. So in ciliata, they have two nucleus, binucleate. They have what? Two contractile vacuole, which is what is very rare in what? In other what? Protozoa. The next one is what? They have trichocyst. Trichocyte. So the presence of trichocyte in what? In ciliates make them what? Advanced than other protozoa. This trichocyte or trichocyte is used for offense and defense, and also for what? For anchorage. In what? In those are the three advanced features of cilia what? Ciliata. They have what? Two nuclei. So by nucleate, which is what they have two. The first one we call it what? Micronucleus, and the second one here we call it what? Meganucleus. So this micronucleus is used for reproduction. This meganucleus control all the activity of the what? Of the cell. And I said they have what? Contractile vacuole. We know that what? Contractile vacuole is always used for osmoregulation in the what? In protozoa. And they have what? Trichocyst. The cyst. I said is what? Is a special organelle in what? In Ciliophora that is used for the what? For the offense and what? And defense in Ciliata. So other characteristics of what? The next one is their nutrition is heterotrophic. Nutrition is what? What? Heterotrophic what? Mode of what? Of nutrition. And they use their body surface for respiration and what? And excretion, like the one you have in what? Amoeba protease and Iglena ferridi. And the next one is what? Reproduction. They undergo both what? Asexual reproduction, production by binary fission. And sexual reproduction by conjugation. And that's one example of this class Ciliata are Paramecium. This Paramecium is a free living Ciliata, and we also have Balatidium. So this Balatidium is a pathogen, which is what? The parasite of what? Of Ciliata. So the next thing we need to choose what? Let us take the Paramecium as a representative of what? Of ciliate or Ciliata or Ciliophora. So let us look at what? The biology of Paramecium. So if you look at biology of Paramecium, Paramecium is a representative of what? Or is a free living representative of ciliate or Ciliata. And systematic classification of para what? Paramecium, it started from the what? I say what? What? Systematic class what? Classification of Paramecium. This is the systematic position or classification of what? Paramecium caudator. So the next thing is what? Let's look at what? The habit and habitat of Paramecium. The Paramecium can be found in stagnant or slow-moving fresh water that contain organic substance.